back to another episode. Today, this is going to be TeaTalks. And to start off, we're going to ask everybody what they're drinking. For starters, I am drinking Peace Tea. This is not sponsored, and I'm dressed as a T-Rex. Get it? T-E-A? Haha. That's the pun. Brittney, what are you drinking?
Always got jokes, everybody.
Water. Water in my Starbucks not sponsored cup.
Collin, what do you have to drink?
I have chocolate milk in a Mickey Mouse mug.
Also not sponsored.
Also not sponsored.
Also not sponsored.
Logan, what are you drinking?
I am drinking English breakfast tea with milk and sugar in my State Parks of Nevada. Also not sponsored. Travel mug.
Zach, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking water in my Horton's mug. Also not sponsored.
And we also have a special guest. Special guest, introduce yourself and what you will be drinking today.
So I'm dressed as Oberon, King of Fairies, and I don't know, I was very weird. I was like tea and coffee because whatever. But yeah.
That's a fair choice.
I couldn't decide. I'm very indecisive by nature.
That's fair, truly. As musicians, we are all indecisive. And speaking of music, so what
Excellent
do you guys
segue.
talk about? I know, right?
Did we introduce everyone?
Seamless. We should probably introduce ourselves. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we should probably do that too. I mean, I said everybody's name.
We did.
But yeah, no, introduce
True.
yourselves.
Okay.
I think
I'll go first. I'll go first. I'm Brittney. I'm a composition major, and I play piano.
Nice. I am Collin. I am a vocal music education major at UNLV, and I am a proud member of Nextet After Hours.
I'm Logan. I'm not a composition major.
Oh, I'm Zach, and I'm a master saxophone student.
It's like, Oberon, that's not my name, but whatever. And I'm a composition major. Yay.
Yay! And as always, I'm Zoe.
Yes. I keep trying to sip the tea, and it is way too hot still.
That's fair. This is why we
Every
get
5
cold.
seconds, I'm like, surely it's cooled down by now. Nope, not at all.
This is why we get cold tea. Ice, ice, baby.
Oh no.
Do I have to break out the bass guitar? I don't know how to play that,
I
but
dare
I
you.
can probably figure it out.
I have mine over here. Okay, so who would like to start this tea talk off? I totally forgot what I called the segment for a hot second. Wow. This is how my life is going.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
Oh.
I can start.
Okay.
The question that I was kind of thinking about, because I mean, I'm not a composition major, so I don't compose a lot of things. I know that's kind of the whole reason for Nextet is sort of talking about new music-ish. I don't know. But my question was to everyone, what is the piece for you that has like the quirkiest inspiration? Like, is there a piece that you've played that was like, oh, this piece was inspired by a man looking at a tree and he was like, that's a cool squirrel, I'm gonna write about that squirrel?
That's a nice squirrel. Well, I haven't played this piece, but one song that has like brought inspiration into my life is a song called Roundabout by Edgar Meyer. And it is the weirdest song. Like from start to finish, it's just funky and I love it.
What do you mean by funky?
Like there's a lot of what's it called? It's on the tip of my tongue. This is how my day's been going. Syncopation! That's what it's called!
I was about to ask if that's what it was.
See, great minds! There's a lot of syncopation, and there are a lot of syncopated rhythms. For starters, Edgar Meyer is a double bass player, and one of the best double bass players ever, in my opinion. But he is also a composer, and so he wrote all of this music with a solo double bass, and a piano, and then other instruments in the background. And I think it's really cool. But there's a lot of syncopation in his music, and especially with Roundabout, it's just, the entire thing is syncopated. Nothing is on the beat, and it is so weird.
I don't know, because I'm not like one of those people that really like looks up the inspiration behind lots of pieces and stuff. Like I mostly just, listen casually and whatever. But one of the wackiest pieces that I've not played it, but I really want to. Don't know if I'm good enough. Zoe, let me know if you know what I'm talking about.
I got you.
Failing.
No!
It is a double bass solo in which you have to keep talking while you play. And you have to stay in time and speak the parts at like a natural rhythm and a natural volume. There are parts where you have to improvise what you're saying, and like the whole piece is designed to make you fail.
What in the world?
Good. It is
That's
so
impressive.
good. I dare you, just one day, grab your bass and play it.
Oh god, I would fail so hard. I got through like 4 measures one time trying.
That's
I was just like, nope, I'm done.
And you're doing it.
Is
You're
the
doing
music
great.
itself difficult?
Not crazy difficult, but it's definitely it's definitely involved.
It's challenging. You need the sparkly sparkles and challenging.
Interesting.
It's interesting. Yeah, I like it. I like that answer. Failing is a good piece.
Brittney, can you think of any quirky songs?
I mean, a lot of the music that I play, like for piano the past couple years when I took lessons, all of them are pretty tame. Like it's just a song about happiness, song about sadness, song about love. So there's no song where you have to like fail on purpose. At least not one that I've played. So,
Hey,
but I think
hey,
failing
Zoe.
is a really good answer.
You've written some pieces with some quirky inspiration, haven't you?
I have. I decided that I really do hate myself, and our government's whack, and I decided that I was going to make some political statement pieces. And the first one I ever made was the presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald J. Trump. And it's like this carnival, like absent-minded theme. And it's the stupidest thing I've ever written. But it's so funny. And then I also wrote a second piece that is a parody on Flight of the Bumblebee. And it's just called The Fly on Mike Pence's head.
I can confirm both of these pieces are amazing.
Both of these pieces are weird.
I've only heard the first one, but it was pretty great. Also, that was on your student composer feature, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So everyone needs to go back and watch Zoe's student composer feature to hear that piece.
Yes.
You want to hear the
Yes.
first, and you want to hear the sequel. First, like this video if you want to hear the sequel. And then I will show you the sequel. The Fly on Mike Pence's head.
Yeah. All I can think about, like things that I've written, I like personify a lot of inanimate things. I think that's quirky. But in terms of like something that already existed, I'm in love with the idea of just like vocalists using their voice in ways that are just probably what our vocal instructors tell us not to do. So I watched this one performance, 8 Songs for a Mad King, and I think that really like shifted my way of thinking with like what you can do with your voice and like how big it can be, because like what that guy does is incredible. I think he said he had to split his throat in order to sing the way he does, so it's quirky in my opinion.
Yeah.
Did he like take a butter knife and split his throat, or like?
I don't know, maybe
What are we talking here?
like a Swiss Army knife.
Perfect. Beautiful. See, I just think it's interesting. Like, different musicians can find ways to play their instrument that isn't the correct way or the mainstream way, but it makes the coolest sound. I haven't found any of that on my bass so far. Just harmonics that make me go, because I can't play that high on an instrument. My arms are small.
See, I am harmonics master. But I am harmonics master. I figured out how to play the Force theme from Star Wars with nothing but harmonics.
Fun.
That's impressive.
It's great. Harmonics are one of my favorite sounds on the bass.
They're cool if you can do them right, but I haven't found that out yet. We still struggling? So Brittney, as a pianist, what's the weirdest thing that you've done on piano?
The thing about that is that I don't have a piano at my house or anything. So like all
Fair.
of like the extended techniques and all that, like I've seen them happen. Like I was like, okay, I guess if I had a piece where I had to do that, I would know how to. But my keyboard does not have the capability of like strumming the strings inside.
I was about to say, how do you pluck the strings on your electric keyboard?
Yeah.
You set it to
Speaker's a little
pizzicato.
bad.
Set it to pits.
Yeah, so I don't know. I've seen some cool stuff though, like taking like I want to say a guitar pick and kind of just going and like running. Like that's a really cool sound that I haven't really made use of yet in any of my pieces.
I know a sound, the sound of running keys, like house keys, along the strings of a piano, because if you
Ooh.
play that backwards, it's the TARDIS noise from Doctor Who.
Oh.
Fun facts.
That's
Wow.
what they
No
did.
way.
They ran a house key along piano strings and then played it backwards.
Yeah.
Dang. I've seen a guy string an entire piano with guitar strings and play it. It didn't go
that
very
like-
well. It didn't stay in tune very long.
That's a
But it was a
bold
piano with
choice.
guitar strings.
That's a move.
It was cool for a second till it stopped being
Okay.
tuned.
Yeah, so now someone needs to build a piano intentionally designed to have guitar strings in it. I mean, what did it sound like compared to a normal piano?
It was definitely like a lot more like twang. But it's been a while since I've watched it, but it was definitely not a piano. That's for sure.
Like,
Mhm.
forget
just-
like normal people instruments. Like, I want to collect the
Normal
weirdest things
people.
I possibly
Oh
can.
man.
You just
Oh, I know
need to go to solo and ensemble and observe the eclectic category.
See,
That's
what I
like
really
how-
want to find is a Cersaphone. Do you guys know what that is?
I have no idea what that is.
So, it's got a double reed instrument, but it's got the fingerings of a saxophone. So, it's basically a bassoon, but it uses saxophone fingerings.
Interesting.
I'm like, why is this a thing? But Granger writes for it all the time.
What does it sound like? Like, is it a mixture between the two?
I think so. But, like, that's already a hybrid instrument of, like, a hybrid instrument. And a medieval instrument.
It's a double hybrid.
Yeah.
I love that. Wow. So what have you done on your saxophone that has made either the weirdest noise or something that you discovered that you're like, okay, that's kind of cool?
So, my friend Drew discovered how to do an inverse flutter tongue.
Mhm.
He breathes
How does one
while he
invert
flutters,
flutter tongue?
and it creates like a growling noise. And he does it on his tenor saxophone all the time, and he like sounds like a tiger when he does it.
We're learning like behind the movie magic. First we learned about the key thing, and now you're like, so it sounds like a tiger.
Yeah, it sounds like a tiger. What have I done that? Growling, but growling's kind of common. Double tonguing, slap tonguing, inverse slapping.
How do you inverse slap? Just
You do the opposite of a slap tongue, so it's like a hoot.
It's
Something
kinda
you're
dope.
spitballing.
Yeah,
It
Josh
does!
Redman. Yeah, Josh Redman does it in Freedom in the Groove.
Why?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just a singer. I sing pretty notes.
That's good.
Sometimes you just kind of like yell it out.
See, you got to go for vocal extended techniques. You just have to learn to beatbox.
Bro,
Clearly, that's the answer.
beatboxing? Absolutely insane.
Those people that can make like actual synth noises and like record scratch noises with their mouth,
Nope.
absolutely phenomenal.
Nope. Could not be I.
Could not be I either.
Not.
Now, I feel like that would like ruin my voice, but I feel like there's a way to do it that is healthy.
Yeah.
Like, there's got to be someone out there that teaches you how to beatbox healthfully.
Like how all the tutorials on how to metal scream correctly so that you're not just destroying your vocal cords.
Dude, I had like a parapro in high school come in. She was like this super cool, sort of like upper middle-aged woman, super nice, super sweet. On the side, she did that. She would work with metal singers on like how to sing, how to scream without destroying their vocal cords. And I'm like, these two don't match.
Excellent.
One of these
Absolutely
things
excellent.
sounds like the other.
Have you tried whistle tones?
Yeah,
No.
Collin, have you tried whistle tones?
What
No.
are whistle tones?
It's like
That's
our-
where that's
Or
like
more-
where you sing so high it sounds like you are whistling.
Yeah, it's like a register above head voice.
Dang.
See, you got to do, that video of the church choir where the kid inhales the helium from the balloon. You got to do that.
Yes.
Oh,
I've actually
And
wanted
then do
to
the same thing with sulfur hexafluoride, so it drops your voice down.
Oh, and then you're doing like the Misty Mountain song.
I would love to do like a science experiment where I'm like, okay, like the percentage of helium and like how high or low, like 2 cubic ounces of helium raises your voice 2 semitones or something. Like just do
man.
a study on how helium affects pitch.
Oh, I am here for that. Oh, that would be
So
wonderful.
anybody watching who is in chemistry, you come up with this equation, we'll do it. Guaranteed.
We'll be your test rats.
We'll be your guinea pigs.
This isn't good. I've finished my tea. It's only half an hour in.
Oh no.
Are you
Well,
serious?
Oh,
Me
no.
too. I was worried about that for myself.
You guys just
Tried
have
it.
like a mug of coffee, but instead of a
gotta
mug,
pace
it's
yourself.
like the entire pot.
Right. I'm gonna need to go get water at some point.
I'm at like
Okay.
40%.
Yeah, it's nearly done, but whatever.
That's why you invest in a 32-ounce mug.
See, that's why you go Oberon route and do 2 drinks.
Slipped.
That's the biggest of brains. You just bring 2, or you like combine it into 1. Like, okay, have you seen those like comically cartoon like mugs that were bigger than the person's head, and they just fill that? Yeah, invest in one of those. Welcome
Those
to Coffee and
people-
TeaTalks.
I hit my laptop. Those people that like when they're at the gym or whatever, and they have those full like gallon water bottles. Fill one of those.
Gallon hydro flasks.
Those people are ridiculous.
Just
I'm
go to
sorry.
7-Eleven.
I'm sorry if you're one of those people.
I'm gonna need to become
I am
one
for
of
a
those
different
people.
reason.
Right. I'm gonna need to become one of those people because I like going like hiking and camping and stuff, and so I'm gonna need something that holds that much water.
Mm-hmm.
One day. Or you can just get like the fanny pack with the built-in water bottle, and then you can like, yeah, see?
Yeah, but then I have to
Whatever.
deal with having a fanny pack with built-in water. I
You
have to
can
be
get
one
the
of
green
those
investment.
people. And I think being one of those people is not as good as being even less acceptable than being one of the people with the gallon hydro flasks.
Oh no.
What about the people with the Camelbacks?
See, at least you can hide that. Like, at least it's just a backpack.
Can you? Can you hide it?
I went hiking with, and when I was out there, several people had those, and I didn't notice until they took the thing and started to drink. I was like, oh, hey.
As a proud
Okay.
Eagle Scout, I can say I like Camelbacks. They're nice.
That's
Zoe's
insane.
disappointment with us is immeasurable. My
Through the roof.
my disappointment is
So
immeasurable, and my day is ruined. All right. I'm gonna hop in here because as long as we're talking about being disappointed with each other,
Oh no.
so what a
Yummy.
beautiful intro to any question, am I right? So my question that I came with is, what is your musical guilty pleasure? Something that you feel like everyone thinks that you totally shouldn't like, but you definitely do. And for an example, I'll throw myself out here first. I really like Billie Eilish.
Okay, but that's valid.
That
I'm
is
okay
so
with that.
valid. You're
Billy
valid.
is talented. Billy, if you're watching this, please come on the show.
Yes, because Billie Eilish spends her time watching random universities' new music
Yeah.
series podcasts.
Right.
I mean, she might come out of the woodwork and be like, okay, yeah, sure. I feel like she'd be cool like that, you know?
Yes.
Algorithm, be good to us. Get us
Right,
on-
we
get
just gotta
something I
start-
just
We
recommended.
just gotta take the official Nextet Twitter and just at Billie Eilish.
Wait, do we have a
Yes.
do we have a Twitter? Is there a Twitter?
I don't
think
know.
we have a Twitter. Oh, we don't have a
Instagram,
Twitter?
right? I don't
But we
know.
have all these other social medias in the description below.
Subscribe, click like, yay.
Subscribe.
Ding that bell.
Look at for a YouTube thing.
Alright. Theme
For
park
me-
music. Oh, sorry. You go first.
Okay. My guilty pleasure. So, my dad was sort of brought into the barbershop quartet world, and as such has sort of exposed all of us to the barbershop quartet world, and it is something I am very, very invested in. I keep up on it. Let's just say that.
So much so that every time we carpool, there's a barbershop song. playing
at least
bar.
one. Yep.
What's your favorite
Excellent.
one right
That's
now?
beautiful.
What was that?
What's your favorite barbershop song right now? What is it?
Ooh.
That's a good question. I'd have to get back to you on that.
No, we're live. You have to answer.
Right, I was about to say, we're just gonna start threatening Collin.
No.
You gotta answer right now.
Where is it?
I have to look through my playlist.
All right.
Oh
You
no,
can-
I can answer it. So a quartet called Ringmasters. They won the gold, the international competition in 2012. They recently did a Notre Dame medley, a medley of all the Notre Dame songs. It's amazing. It's like the greatest thing I've ever heard in my life. 4-part harmony, all of the Notre Dame songs, and it's amazing.
That's awesome.
Good stuff.
It's quality content. I like that. I don't think I've heard that one. I've heard like The Hunchback of Notre Dame,
Mm-hmm.
the barbershop version of that one, but I don't think I've heard the.
That's gotta be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say theme park music, specifically like Disneyland. Like, I love when I go into like the different worlds and there's like ambient music that kind of follows those worlds. It for me, I just like listen to, especially during the pandemic, I've been listening to that stuff like over, and I'm like, I'm in Disney. I know I'm not, but like it's that like ambient feeling, I guess. That
You just gotta, what you gotta do is you gotta set up small speakers in every room and play the different music in every different room so that all of your rooms in your
Oh.
house are themed to the
Yes.
different plans.
I thought you were
I'll
gonna
do-
do like It's a Small World. Just
No.
Oh no.
That's what I was dreading somebody would say. That's what I was dreading somebody would say. I do not like Small World. That creeps me out.
It's a classic.
I
Come on.
Have you
wrote an
gone
entire
on the
horror
ride?
story.
Of course. That
I
was
wrote
my
an entire
jam as a
horror
kid.
story about It's a Small World.
Oh my.
Okay. Okay.
I've had nightmares about Small World.
Yeah, I wrote an entire horror story all about, how they would get new dolls into the ride. You just stop in the middle and they all come out and drag you back in.
That was
And
in
then
the
you were
book,
stuck there
actually.
forever.
Kingdom Keepers.
hate
This
that.
guy wrote this story where like the dolls came alive and tried attacking the kids. It was really a good book. So yeah, I think my Disney obsession might be something I'm a little ashamed of, but it's a guilty pleasure. So
I'm terrified of Small World now. Thank you for that. Thank you.
you know they have to cut the
I
doll's
promise
hair,
you.
right? Because it actually grows.
What?
Mm-hmm. They have to
I don't-
trim.
What?
I can't tell if you're
What?
joking.
Why?
I don't like
I'm not joking. This is like something that they have to do when they're like refurbishing the rides. That's one of the things they have to do for Small World is chop chop.
Did
I
they
hate
use
that.
real human hair? What's
No, it's
the
not
deal?
human hair. It's made of a material that, and just because of like how old it gets, it just grows. It's just the material. I don't know. It's like a fiber of some sort. See,
That's
this is
not
why I'm worried
terrifying.
about my Disney obsession. I know too much.
Oh no.
I think the Disney obsession is fine, but the facts about Small World are slightly concerning. Are you okay?
I love that ride.
See, now we all know too much, and at some point tonight, Oberon just appears in our houses. And
I'll summon the dolls of Small World to your houses.
No!
No, please.
No.
I'm good.
I went
was-
to Zach Baggins' Haunted Museum. I know what they do. I'm not a fan.
All I'm gonna say is if my Mickey Mouse starts jumping off my cup, I'm yeeting it in the wall.
I'm sorry. That might happen.
Oh no.
I will eat it into
Oh,
the
this
wall.
got dark so quickly.
I just want to see that randomly happen at some point now.
Just finish your chocolate milk. Oh, Mickey's waving.
God.
that just reminds me of the person who they told this story online. They were like, so I can't remember if they said it was like their mother-in-law or someone bought The Exorcist and just screamed that it was an evil book and said she threw it into the ocean. So the person bought another copy of The Exorcist,
No.
left it in the water for 24 hours, and then put it back into the shelf.
That's
So
so
she would
mean.
the book would just appear and it would be all water damage.
Oh no.
That's
Oh, that's so
no.
creepy.
That's genius, but horrible.
Wow.
Wow, that poor mother is traumatized.
Yikes.
Wow.
Yikes.
Zach, what's your guilty pleasure?
Oh my god. I don't know how I can top that.
There is no topping it. We're just going at this point.
No. I listen to a lot of beatbox saxophone.
I'm intrigued.
Me too.
So
You mentioned
if you know
beatboxing
the name
earlier.
Eric Brown, like he does a lot of stuff where he plays like pop songs, but he'll like do like the bass and it'll be his slap tongue, and then he'll do like some harmonic thing, and he'll like do all this crazy stuff, and like I don't know, it's one of those things where you're like, oh my god, this is so cool, how can I do this? But he's also playing like rings on his like saxophone. And I'm like, you've modified this. I can't do it.
Does he do a loop pedal too? Like so he can
No,
loop.
no.
Oh, that's even harder. That's
No,
awesome.
And like when he first came to light, everyone's like, oh, his mic placement's just really good. No, he's just mastered all these sound effects. And I
Crazy.
remember like working with a composer, and they were like, "Hey, what would you feel about like doing a ring thing where like you play rings while I'm writing in this piece. I'm like, I can't do that. He's modified that saxophone. Like, that's not normal.
See, that shouldn't even be a guilty pleasure. That's just awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it's
just
awesome.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise, I listen to a lot of music from musicals.
Why is that guilty?
I don't know.
It's so good.
Why is that guilty?
I feel called out here. But...
I will tell you, on train rides, I've listened to the Hamilton soundtrack twice in 7 hours. All the way
Yes.
through.
Beautiful.
As you should.
Beautiful.
Brittney, Zoe,
Oh,
you guys are
man.
the last ones, I think.
Brittney, let's go.
I'll go.
Before
Right,
we go on too much, sorry, I'm gonna let you finish, Brittney.
Stop! No!
But before we move on, has everyone seen my Hamilton coat that I bought
No.
because I watched Hamilton one too many times?
No.
No.
You have to show us now. Yeah, okay.
Is it on?
While he's getting it, what's your guilty pleasure?
Okay, my guilty pleasure is like listening to orchestral arrangement of pop songs. I love that so much, and so many people don't. So like I listen to like a YouTube channel that just does like string quartet arrangement of pop songs, and I'm like, I love this so much. And apparently people do not. So that is my guilty pleasure, but I don't really feel that bad. But
That's fair.
You're
I
good.
like
Yeah.
No
I
guilt
like
is
it.
necessary.
I saw
Don't
the
get
quick
lost.
change. I literally saw the quick change happen.
Yeah,
I
isn't it
enjoy
great?
that coat so much.
Oh no.
Wow.
how much was it, Logan?
That's nice.
It was not very much. It was like 30 something bucks on Amazon, I think. Like
That
it was
is
not
bad.
that much. It's not like
Wow.
it's costume quality. It's not great, but I don't care. So
Nike.
I'm not going
It's a
on
Hamilton.
Amazon.
Zoe, guilty pleasure.
Okay, so this isn't really guilty. I'm proud of it. I love Ed Sheeran with every fiber of my being. That man not only is a lyrical genius, but he's just a genius. Like, he wrote a song while he was drunk under a Christmas tree.
It'd be like that sometimes.
I'm actually not surprised. I know of I watch a lot of music theory YouTube channels and stuff, and they're always talking about Ed Sheeran.
Because Ed Sheeran is amazing! Eddie, if you're out there, congrats on your daughter or your son. I don't know. The tabloids won't tell
At
me.
Ed
what your
Sheeran.
kid is.
Now I have to get Ed Sheeran on the show.
Ed Sheeran, if you're watching this, I love you. And if you come to Vegas, I will buy tickets. I don't care how much they are. I will spend my entire savings on you. Okay, thank you. That is it.
Ed Sheeran and Halsey, your two favorites.
Ed
Halls.
Sheeran and Halsey.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I forgot.
True method acting.
But also, I 100% believe that Star Wars would not have been a thing if it wasn't for John Williams. I don't feel like the movie, on its own, would hold up as well if it wasn't for
Okay,
the John Williams
so
score.
I'm gonna counter that. I think it would work. It would be different. I don't think Avengers: Infinity War or Endgame would work without the soundtrack because,
100%.
let's be real. When Spider-Man is dying and he's like, "Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good anymore." If that was not scored the way it was, it just wouldn't work.
I hate that you brought up that moment. You could have said anything else, but you said, I'm gonna go for the heart.
I
So
was
you
about to
remember
Whoever's watching.
Spider-Man
Sorry for
died?
the spoilers.
I was
Yes,
about to say, we just
spoilers.
gotta, how do we make Zoe cry? Hmm.
That's it.
Mhm.
You said you were imposter last time. Well, guess what? Payback time.
I love you 3000.
It's okay, kid. We'll go get a cheeseburger. You know, your dad loved cheeseburgers.
Well, I'm trying to think. Has anyone else seen Jurassic World? Like the
Yes.
second
Yep.
one? Yeah, when they're escaping the island, if that was scored differently, it would not be as impactful.
Actually, I'm actually quite disappointed with one of the moments in Jurassic World, and that is, so it was specifically, I remember it being in the theaters. It was specifically they climb over over the ridge after their first sort of run in with the dinosaurs. They climb over the ridge and they see this big field and all of these dinosaurs, and it's like this beautiful moment. And do you know what doesn't play? The Jurassic Park theme. There's just like some rolling string chords going on. I was like, what are you doing? This is the only important moment. Like, this is the only part of the movie where you are told what to do. You couldn't do it.
Obvious.
Oof.
That kind of hurt. I was gonna say Jurassic Park is like a phenomenal score, but then you mentioned that, and I'm rethinking my decisions now. Wow, I can't look at it the same. That made me sad.
That second Jurassic World, and like I said, I just remember sitting there in the theater, being like, "Oh, here it comes." I'm sorry.
Do you want to repeat?
Did
that?
I do something wrong?
How did I offend the universe today? The director's choice. Speaking of choices, wow, I'm so good at segues. Speaking of choices, what is the weirdest request that you've gotten as a performer and or composer? Weirdest request.
Can I go first, just so that I get the worst one over with? Because literally everything that I've done has been pretty tame. Like there's no weird. I don't know. There's really nothing that weird. So
See,
I'll think on it. But
we as musicians decided the weirdest thing we were going to play because me and the Honors College Chamber Ensemble, we played Pockbell's Canon in D, except the bass part and the bass hand of the piano part, we played in the rhythm of Keyboard Cat. So it's dun 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 dun.
oh no.
Best thing we've ever done. It was beautiful.
Can we make that?
Is it recorded anywhere?
We have a recording of us doing it just like in a practice room, but I have no idea where it is. I could probably get it.
Agreed.
I know this is not the segment that we're supposed to roast things.
Yeah.
Coming in a couple weeks. But also,
But low strings players, Pockbell's Canon in D.
it's boring.
Also,
if you saw the minute you said that, Logan, my face went from to
yup, pretty much.
like within a minute.
I because of the Pockbell rant, every time I play it, I'm always singing Basket Case by Green Day. Because it's the same chord progression.
I love that.
Lord's Liability and that Maroon 5 song.
Or Memories.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh god.
I don't know the name of it, but yeah, that was it. And we'll always be together. The Graduation song. Do you all know
And
it?
we'll always be together. Yeah, that one.
Unfortunately, we can't sing it. Copyright.
We can like edit that.
I think
We'll
you get like
censor.
2 seconds before they strike you.
I thought it was 4.
Maybe.
It's like even like 2 notes. Like they'll just be like.
It entirely depends on how terrible the people who own the copyright are.
These people are
Usually
probably.
it's like 4 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the people who pretend to own the copyright and get away with it.
Right? Oh my
Oh.
god. Yeah.
How cool is
Love the
that?
music business, don't we?
Oh my
Love
god.
that.
I watch a YouTube channel it's called Legal Eagle, and he is an actual practicing lawyer that does like videos about law. And he got a copyright strike. And he's a copyright lawyer. So he just posts the screenshot and goes, "The game is on." Everyone's just like, "You have picked the wrong person to falsely copyright claim, my friend."
Woo!
That is very good.
That's incredible.
That's amazing.
My poor dude. He's probably like, yeah, this
Poor
is
YouTube, honestly.
fine. Poor YouTube.
They're
Yeah.
about to get it.
YouTube changes their copyright laws like every 3 seconds. It's fine.
It's fine.
Copyright policy will be different from recording this video to the time we post it.
See?
It's fine. We're already demonetized.
Were we
that's
ever
the sad-
monetized? Where was I?
I don't think we were ever monetized. I don't think we applied
No.
for that.
Did we get enough views
No.
to be monetized?
No, we have
No.
9
Not yet.
subscribers at time.
Not yet.
Speaking of, if you're watching this video right now, subscribe.
Subscribe.
Like, subscribe, hit the
Hit the
bell,
Comment.
comment.
Tell your friends. Tell your
Tell your-
lover.
Tell
Tell
YouTube
your
you want to
lover.
see our videos, and then tell YouTube you actually want to see our videos, and then tell YouTube, no, I'm serious, I actually want
I
to see
actually
these.
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Yes. Anybody else have weird request stories?
Not really.
Really?
My mom would ask me to sing in the weirdest places. Like when I was a kid, because I'm a good singer, and she would be like talking about it, and it would like come up that I was like at LVA or something like that, and or like at a performing arts school, and my mom would just be like, "Collin, you should sing something," and I'm like, "We're at an Olive Garden."
we
In
were at-
between
So
the
sing
other
something
credits,
Italian.
I'm like, "No."
Just break out
sing,
Non
like,
Più
an
Dai.
aria,
Right?
like,
Oh, an aria! Just break out a soprano aria. You know, no big deal.
Just do it.
Nope.
Just count your
Just
tenor in.
bust out Queen of the Night real quick.
Yeah.
Carmen?
Oh yeah, that's right.
No, see, it's an Olive Garden, so you can't go with real Italian. Like, you just have to
Ah.
sing That's Amore. Like,
Oh no.
you gotta go stereotypical fake Italian because it's an
No.
Olive Garden.
I agree.
Correct.
I agree with these statements being made.
Come for the unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks. Stay for the fake Italian arias.
Stay for the fake Italian. Is Australia still on fire?
I don't think so.
No?
Oh.
I
Okay.
hope not.
Amazon.
Jeez.
What? We'll call it not as much as, not any more than normal.
Okay.
That's a
Oh
good. Yeah.
no.
If you're in Australia and it's still on fire, I am so sorry. But also, if I see
Our
another
bad.
burnt koala, if I see another burnt koala video,
No.
Why are you
No.
watching that?
Burnt koala.
it's literally on. It's on the commercials for Australia's on fire and you can help. And then there's like a burnt koala, and I'm like,
Yummy.
oh, I just wanted to watch. I
Okay.
just want to watch somebody make a sandwich.
Next
Yeah.
topic.
The
I
outro?
have a question.
Yes,
Go
Brittney.
for it,
Yeah.
Brittany.
Yay! Okay. So for composers, but I have like a second question for non-composers in here. So for composers, what is one like unconventional instrumentation that you'd like to write for? And by unconventional, I mean like outside of the established ones, like string quartet. Everyone writes for those. But I'm talking about stuff like combinations that you wouldn't normally see. Like, I don't know, harmonica and marimba. I don't know. Things like that. Like, so what cool instrumentation would you like to write for? And then for non-composers, what is the weirdest instrumentation that you've been a part of?
I want to write for a theremin.
Oh, so I want to.
That's a good
That's
one.
good.
I wanna
That's
write for
good.
a theremin.
I really
Either
want.
a theremin or an octobass.
Oh my god, the octave bass.
Octobass.
Oh my god.
Oh,
So
man.
bad. I was so close to buying a build a theremin kit so that you could build it into whatever shape you wanted.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, it was sold out.
Oh.
And also, how much was it? Like,
It was only like $50.
Brittany said,
oh,
but also,
actually
where
not
can I
that
find
much.
that?
Right, yeah,
like,
exactly. I'm
that in
still
my
gonna be on
budget.
the lookout for a theremin because oh my god, I want to play a theremin so bad.
Mhm.
Yeah. See, I do because I do soundtrack composing. Like all of my ensembles are like, you know, some normal ensemble with like other instruments added for effect. But probably the weirdest one, which is something I'm working on right now, is a string orchestra. That's my cat. Hello.
I thought that
Sounds
was
like
a baby. I was like, whoa.
Mhm.
Your
Okay,
cat
we're
cried
back.
and we all said, "Aw."
I know, right? So, but it is a string orchestra and a 4-part choir and a kalimba and taiko drums.
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
I'll probably steal a clip and put it in here. It's fine.
Nice.
I like that.
Client has heard it, so it's fine.
Client has heard it.
Client has heard it. We're good.
I guess
Can I
for
answer
me,
my
I
own
mean, I'm mostly everything I've done has been like classical formal choir class, so you don't really do anything too crazy in that. I will say though that I really enjoy singing like the tribal pieces that have like a lot of percussion and a lot of just groove in it, because that sort of gets you out of the part of choir, and it just sort of lets you get your guard down and just groove a little bit.
That was a lot.
Resonance.
1 minute we were just talking, and then I hear Collin just resonant. Beautiful. That woke me up. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been messing with some like composition ideas with my own theremin, and it's difficult playing with that instrument. It's fun. I love that instrument, but it's like working with an imaginary 1-string violin, and you're bowing like that hand, and you're going out the neck and down. It's really weird, but I've been messing with it, just seeing what I can do. I haven't been a part of anything that has like a bunch of irregular instruments in it, but I'm hoping to make stuff that does. I like all sorts of genres and music all over the world, so whenever I find a fascinating instrument from a different part of the world and from a different time period, I'm like, and I just feel a connection to it, like I must compose with it. That's when I usually do it. So yeah, I guess like, what are we all working on currently? Performers, composers, all of it.
I'll get mine out of the way really quickly. I can't talk about it for legal reasons. Zoe's
I'm
very
mad.
upset.
I'm
Zoe is so
mad.
upset that I cannot talk about this.
It's so good though. It is one of the best things. It makes my little dark heart cry.
It is, by the way, Zoe. I'm doing famous last words for my orchestration final.
God. I want it to be a thing. I was gonna be casted as a tree.
It will be. It's just gotta wait until it is.
So legal people, if you don't get on it right away, I'm gonna find you.
Oh my.
It's so
I
good.
guess I'll go. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'm writing a piece for one piano, 4 hands, but I haven't gotten very far into it yet. So that's really all I have at the moment. So yeah, I think it'll be performed in June. But I'd have to finish it by then. So
You will.
I hope so.
You also have a choir piece premiering, don't you?
I don't know when, but I do. Yeah, at some point. I'm looking forward to that.
Can confirm they are beautiful pieces.
They're amazing.
Thank you.
They really are.
They are.
We're biased because we're part of the choir.
Also,
You know the choirs.
also check out. Was that one of the ones you showed on your spotlight, Brittney?
The one from last week?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
That was
no,
a
no,
different
no.
Okay.
one. I have a lot happening. There's a lot
It's
going
fine.
on.
It's I have like 7 million open projects. I don't finish
Oh
anything.
boy. Oh no.
Fair.
Well, unless I'm being paid. If I'm being paid, then I'll finish it. But
True that.
That's also very fair. I just finished it so Dr. Vega won't yell at me. Love you, Dr. Vega. It's your shout out.
Shout out to Dr. Vega.
Shout out to Dr. Vega.
Always.
Okay. Well, that has been the first episode of TeaTalks. If you want more of these episodes, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And click the bell notification.
Obligatory YouTube things. Yeah.
Obligatory YouTube thing.
Also go to the channel, watch all of our other videos. I don't know. You can see more Honors College Chamber Ensemble on there on our last variety show. I don't know. All of us hanging out and playing Among Us last time.
If you want to see a video that we provide for you, click here. If you want to see a video that YouTube provides for you, click here. I feel like that's the obligatory YouTube thing, right? Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
You did it.
Thank you guys so much for coming.
Cut.
We did it.
It's so difficult because every single arpeggio is a different shape on the bass. So like it's.
Oh.
Or swung like the actual like the left hand.